Hello, hello. Welcome back to Shady NY. Here we are with the sterling silver test and vintage sterling jewelry part 2. Thank you for coming back and joining us. If this is your first time here, I'll be sure to put part 1 up here in the corner, and you can watch that when you're finished with this one. In the last video, that was part 1, we did a testing with silver acid and 18 karat acid, and that was primarily on sterling silver. I just wanted to cover a couple things that I didn't cover yesterday, and one of our subscribers did point out, Shar Russell, thank you, Shar, we appreciate you watching and subscribing, that when you use the silver acid, one of the positives is it can also show varying degrees of if it's not sterling. So if it's a lesser grade silver, example 800 is brown, 500 is green. There's also lower grades yellow. So that is one of the positives. It's the same premise, use a Q-tip and it'll color the tip. So 18 karat is only good for 18 karat gold and sterling silver and above. So if it's 950, it's also going to show at blue. You'll find a lot of older Mexican pieces that do have 950 and above. You see some European pieces that are 950 above. You see some filigree that is 800. So you see all different degrees of silver. But the testing that I did yesterday, I just want to let you know it was based on sterling 925, which means 925 of 1,000, that it's at least that and higher. So let's get back into going through this wonderful bag of jewelry that we have, and we will jump right in. And be sure that if you see anything you like, that you send me an email at mhl22@ymail.com. I will send you a PayPal invoice. Shipping is $5 for anything under a pound in the United States. Anything over a pound or outside the United States, just it will be based on where you are and how much it weighs. Also, when you send me that email, be sure that if you haven't purchased from us before, that you send us your PayPal email, and you also send us your mailing address. We appreciate all of you joining us, and if you haven't subscribed, be sure to click that button down there and subscribe. We do a lot of jewelry unboxings, mainly jewelry, mainly vintage. We also do vintage hard goods, occasionally unboxings of other things, and we're doing a R&R series, which is resources and research, and I try to show you some more in-depth details of whether you are resellers or you're collectors or you're just a lover of jewelry. It's just little ideas to try to broaden our knowledge, and not only yours but mine also. So let's jump into where we left off yesterday, and let's get to the jewelry. Look at this one. That is a beautiful. It is not a locket. It is a puffy heart. Let's see if there's a mark. Oh, there is right there. Let's see what that says. It says 925. That part I can read. I think it says ND. And then it has this heavy rope chain, lots of patina, a lobster clasp, It says 925. I believe that says Italy. Yeah, 925 Italy. And that chain is 24-inch chain. Look at that heart. I love that. That heart is, including the bell, 2 inches by 1.5 inches. And it is 3/4 of an inch thick or wide. Chain needs to be cleaned or polished because it's a couple different colors, but we will test that. I can't find anything on Indie. It could be a country code. I'm going to say $25. The etching is just beautiful. So, nice. Let's go ahead and test this chain just to be sure. And there it is. There's your blue. Nice. Look at that snowman with a gold hat. It's a pendant. Nice pen bag. Really nice and tight. And it's signed on the bell. It says TR5 TR-52 925 Mexico. That is cool. And that is a nice size pendant. So it is 3¼ inches by 2¼ and it's puffy. If you're not familiar with Mexican sterling, so the Mexican silver or silver made in Mexico marks were seen on pieces from the 1920s through the 1940s. From the 1950s to current, the stamping of sterling or 925 was used. The eagle form marks to the right were instituted by the Mexican government in 1948, and the first example was used until 1955. And the second eagle stamped number 1 was for Mexico City. Stamp number 3 was for Taxco, and stamp number 16 was registered to Margot. And then in 1979, the eagle system was put to rest and replaced with the number or the letter number system. Cities, TM or Taxco, T, M for Mexican City, G for Guadalajara. And then the number indicates the number of silversmith with that last name, beginning with what that last name is. Unfortunately, there is no list for the letters and the numbers of the silversmiths, but that's how the marks go. It's really interesting if you have interest in Mexican silver because it is beautiful. They're very, very talented. Stunning work. But I suggest that you look into it because it is such a huge market and such beautiful work. So check that out. So this one is marked TR-52 925 Mexico. So that tells us Taxco, last name started with an R, and it was the 52nd artist with the last name of R that was registered in Mexico, and it says Mexico. This is brass, polished brass. That is a great piece. This should sell online for about $45, $50. Look how big that is. That is gorgeous. Love it. I'm going to do 30 on this piece. Love it. Taxco Snowman, $30. Here we just have a, says Thailand SX 925. So it is just corded turquoise with the tips being sterling. So I'm just going to say $2. Here we have a money clip that says Driver Award, Safety Driver Award, and then Ruan, R-U-A-N, 5-year safety award. And on the back, it says right here, Belfour Sterling. So that's nice. You know, anything that's got truckers or advertising or anything like that goes pretty well. Belfour sells very, very well. So this piece is pretty cool. So if you take just the Belfour company, it started in 1913 and it has a huge history in jewelry and sterling and making like school emblems and rings, jewelry. Pretty cool as far as that goes. And then in addition, you have the Ruan, I think that's how you say it, R-U-A-N trucking company. Very interesting company there. That one was founded in 1932 when John Ruan's father passed away during the Depression, and the 18-year-old son sold the family car, bought a truck, and began hauling gravel around Iowa. And that's how this trucking company began. So, I mean, those are really cool history pieces. So this is a nice item. So this would normally sell online for probably in the $60 to $75 range. So I'm going to say $40. That is nice. All right, we have an anklet, I'm going to assume. It is a roller clasp. And it's adjustable and it has a little flower. So let's see how long it is. It is 10 1/4 inch. So yes, a anklet. So I'm going to say $7, but let's test it. Definitely in the comments below, let me know what you think of the 925 or the 18 karat versus the silver acid. Do you find that one is easier than the other? So I'm going to say it is, so I'm going to say $7. Here we have a ring that's just sticking in front of me. So let's be sure to check this out. It's a beautiful, look at that. It's, let's see what it says. It just says 925, I'm pretty sure. Yes, 925. And then there's another mark, but it's hard to read. That is gorgeous blue. Look at that. All right, let's see if it's anything. Oh, that's gorgeous. And it's topaz. We knew that was coming. Those must be cubic zirconia because nothing's happening on the sides. Let's do it again. Nice. That is a gorgeous. Look at that. Topaz. There's your blue. See, there's a perfect example of it not really coming through very much. So you want to do a deeper scratch. And there it comes up much better. That is gorgeous. Love it. Let's see what size that is. That is a size 8. Love that. That is just stunning. I'm going to say, oh, that is gorgeous. I'm going to say 75 on this one. Beautiful. Here we have another ring. That is a beautiful blue stones with clear stones surrounding it. So here we have a sapphire. Let's see what I'm gonna. Yeah, the clear ones are just cubic zirconia. It needs to be cleaned. It looks like it might have just around the head. Looks like it might have a gold wash, but ever so slight. Let's see if we can get that to come in really well. It's beautiful though. All right, let's see if it's marked. It is marked 925 Sapphire. It is a 7. Looks like so. Let's test it. There you get your blue. Oh, this is so pretty with the row of sapphires and 2 rows of cubic zirconia, sterling. So I will say, let's say 40, and I will clean it sparkling. Here we have a, let's see, 925. It says CN. .925 and marcasites, and And it looks like all the mark sites are there. It is an 8. Very nice. There's your blue. So I'm going to say $20 on this one. Here we have it feels real. Yeah. Leather and pearls. Isn't that pretty and unusual? The pearls are real. There's some marks on the leather. The leather is in good condition. It just needs maybe a little conditioner. That is unusual. Let's see if there's a name. Okay, so these do have a mark right here. It's 925, and it is the Honora Pearl Company. This is a beautiful. It does have a little bit of, I think it's possible it comes off. I think it's a lipstick, but I could clean that if somebody wanted this. It is braided leather with white freshwater pearls with a toggle clasp and a beautiful pearl. That is gorgeous. That is a 9.5 millimeter pearl right here. It does have some scratches, but they wipe right off as usual for a pearl. A good pearl is just beautiful. Love that. So I'm going to say this is a 17 inch. Yes, 17 inches. And then the pearl drops. That's not included in the 17. These cost around $300. So I'm going to say, because it needs some conditioning, and I'll do that, I'm going to say $100. That is exquisite. Here we have a leather suede necklace with a sterling lobster clasp. Let's see, the cinnabar. I'm not sure if this is real. I don't believe the cinnabar is real. You can see a little mold mark right here. So I just believe that this is a resin, but it's beautiful. So I'm going to say, let's see, the suede necklace is not in bad condition. It is 18 inches. So I'm going to say $15. That's very cute. Here we have a blue glass pendant in sterling. It says $925. It has some other marks that I cannot read. They're really shallow. So I'm going to test this one. Definitely looks good. And there's your blue. Let's see. That is 1.5 inches, including the bail, and a 1/2 inch wide. Like I said, it's blue glass. I'm going to say that's gorgeous. $20. And the last thing we have is a pair of earrings. I do not know why most earrings only have one bag. Definitely looks sterling, but let's test them. No, these are not sterling. I mean, they're beautiful. Look at that. I'm going to say $7 on these because they are vintage and they are beautiful. Hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully you learned something. Plus you got to see some pretty jewelry. I enjoyed it. This is some beautiful pieces. This by far has to be my most favorite piece. That is beautiful. And of course, the pearls. I am a pearl girl, so all about the pearls. If you see anything that you liked, definitely send me an email. I will send you a PayPal invoice. Like I said, shipping is $5 inside the United States, under £1. Anything over £1 or outside the United States is where you live and how much it weighs. If you enjoyed this, definitely give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe. We do a lot of things like this. I'm going to put this under R&R because it was kind of a information with the 2 different sterlings. Hopefully that was helpful. Like I said, leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Let me know if you want more things like this. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with us, and see you on the next one. Bye.